The first date. Only one chance to make that first impression. Don't worry, this might be new for you, but Ingalls has been there before. From flowers to the freshest ingredients, we have everything you need to put your best foot forward.
I'm so sorry.
Remember, you can't get to happily ever after.
And a very pleasant good afternoon to you once again, ladies and gentlemen. This is Dom Donnelly describing all the action from today's NCAA Division II women's lacrosse match between the homestanding Tusculum University Pioneers. They take on the Bulldogs of Tennessee Wesleyan University. This is the home opener for the Pioneers and the season opener for Tennessee Wesleyan. Tennessee Wesleyan is the 10th ranked team in the country according to the preseason NIA poll, as they come in off their 8-8 record from last season. The Pioneers are 0-1 in the season, dropped their season opener last week against the 15th ranked, the third ranked University of Cumberland's last week, losing 15-14. The Pioneers trailed early in that contest and trailed 10-5, but came back and rallied and actually tied the contest and had a chance to send the match into overtime. So this is where we stand. The Pioneers 0-1, 0-0 for Tennessee Wesleyan, the number 10 ranked team in the country. We've had the national anthem, we've had the starting lineups, and now we have the opening draw control run by Tusculum's Juliet Casano, and we're underway from Pioneer Field. Again, glad to have you with us on this President's Day afternoon. Tusculum in the home white, and Tennessee Wesleyan will be in the road blues. And this is Tusculum's home opener. Was originally scheduled to be played on Saturday into the fan, and that goes wide and deflected and back to Casano. Casano tried to go to the far post, as that's Dakota Hoffer, the captain for Tennessee Wesleyan, in goal. In goal for the Pioneers, Kate Pipkin. Again, a beautiful afternoon here at Pioneer Field. Ball is free in the fan, and outside comes Tusculum. We'll have the whistle, and it looks like we're going to have our first free position shot by Tusculum. See where that infraction happened, and yes, it'll be right at the top of the fan for the Pioneers. Looks like that will be Emily Youngblood who will be taking this free position attempt. She'll go in, and she'll go low, and she'll score the goal for the Pioneers as they take the 1-0 lead on the goal by Emily Youngblood. And for Youngblood, that's her second goal of the season. So Youngblood on the free position shot, and the Pioneers take an early 1-0 lead here against Tennessee Wesleyan. Here are your starters for Tusculum. Be Kate Pipkin once again in goal. Eliza Ryan, Emily Youngblood, Jessica Spiegel, Kylie Merrick, Julia Casano, Brittany Lowry, Megan McKinney, Cameron McNeil, Bailey Lowry, Haley Sanders, and Lyndon Perkins. The captains are Youngblood, Casano, and Sanders. So Youngblood puts the Pioneers on the board early. We lead 1-0. Again, glad to have you with us here on the Pioneer Sports Network. That'll be a foul against Casano and Tusculum, and on the quick restart comes Tennessee Wesleyan. Bulldogs went 8-8 last season for first-year head coach Kelly Bills, who's in her second campaign with the Bulldogs. And we're going to have a whistle and a stoppage. And we'll have a free position shot coming up for Tennessee Wesleyan. Found the box. Looks like that'll be Michaela Verdon taking the attempt here for the Bulldogs. Pipkin in goal. She goes to the far post and hits it. So goalie's best friend gets a little help from the frame, and Pioneers will have possession. Again, we're in the first half. Tusculum leading 1-0. Pioneers scoring 14 goals on the number 3 team in the country, and the University of the Cumberlands. Last week in Williamsburg, we'll have another foul against Tennessee Wesleyan and another free position shot coming up for TU. That'll be Megan McKinney here on the attempt. Goes in, tries to beat Halford, and she does. Goes to the far post down low, and the Pioneers take a 2-0 lead. So not even 3 minutes into this first half, the Pioneers have already taken a 2-0 lead over Tennessee Wesleyan. For McKinney, that's her third goal of the season.
Pioneer goals from number 21, Megan McKinney.
Pioneers' top scorer in the first game against University of Cumberland's was freshman sensation Tia Tuaninga. And Tia had an outstanding Tusculum debut, the freshman from Langley, British Columbia. Pioneers win the opening draw control, their third win of the contest. Tuaninga had 5 goals in her TU debut. Tia not in the starting lineup. Now be a turnover by Tusculum, and Tennessee Wesleyan on the possession. They'll get across midfield and into their attacking third, and they'll be going on the attack. Michaela Verdon, the top scorer so far from last year, returning. She had 55 goals in their 16 contest. Put up a lot of goals in 16 matches, did Wesleyan. 210 goals put up. But coming up with it is Pipkin. She'll go to the far side over to Merrick, and Merrick will put on the brakes and trying to find Eliza Ryan, but still free ball, still up in the air, and Ryan almost had it. Now she does on the ground ball. Nope. Now she has it. And that'll be a foul against Tennessee Wesleyan. Yeah, Stephanie Bugrat a little bit physical on the checks against Ryan, and in comes the speedy Youngblood as she'll wait for numbers to get things set up on this offensive attack. Out wide, Brittany Lowry goes out to Casano. Casano, the All-South Atlantic Conference product. She goes in the attack, loses it before she can get off a shot, picks it up. with the shot, goes wide. And that will be the end of the possession as the Pioneers not get off the shot in time, or on goal in time, within the 90 seconds, and it'll be a turnover, and back that away comes Tennessee Wesleyan. Manaskis, number 4, his team's second leading scorer from a year ago. A lot of offense back from that 8-8 squad, and with 210 goals you put up in 16 contests, that's a lot of numbers, and I'm sure that with regards to the deserving high ranking for this Tennessee Wesleyan team here in this NAI preseason poll. Pioneers go over top. Here's Casano. Pioneers have numbers, but they'll wait. Goes in quickly. And the assist, Jessica Spiegel with the goal. Megan McKinney gets the assist. And the Pioneers now lead 3-0 over Tennessee Wesleyan. So Pioneers take the quick 3-0 lead, and Tennessee Wesleyan wants to talk about it. So 23-20 remaining in this first half. Tusculum leads the Bulldogs 3-0. You're watching Tusculum Women's Lacrosse on the Pioneer Sports Network.
Family.
Food's here!
What's it mean to you?
You got lunch.
To us, it means the people you care about, look out for, and yeah, love. Even if you'd never let them hear you say it.
Hey, you're eating hummus? What's wrong with hummus?
Here at Ingalls, we have everything you need to gather around the table and give each other a hard time. Because that's what families do. Ingalls. All the ingredients for family.
In NCAA Division II, community engagement is an initiative at all 25 national championships because student athletes want to give back while competing for a national title. Over the course of the year, Division II student athletes have an opportunity to leave a lasting impression in local communities throughout the country. Whether Division II student athletes are volunteering at hospitals, schools, after-school care programs, foster homes, or retirement villages, they make a difference in the lives of others. In Division II, we rise to the opportunity and make community engagement ours.
As we come out of the Tennessee Wesleyan timeout, the Pioneers lead here early 3-0, 23-20 remaining here in the first half. The Pioneers getting 3 quick goals, getting goals by Emily Youngblood, Megan McKinney, and Jessica Spiegel. Pioneers out shooting Tennessee Wesleyan here early in the contest, 5-1, 3-0 in shots on goal. Pioneers also counted for 2 of 2 on their free position shots. Pioneers have won 2 of the 3 draw controls. We've also had 7 fouls in the game, 5 against Wesleyan and 2 against the Pioneers. So we'll have the draw control coming up. So the Pioneers trying to add to this 3-0 lead here in the early going. Taking on the number 10 ranked Tennessee Wesleyan Bulldogs. That's Youngblood, the sophomore from Austin, Texas. Shot in and goal for Tusculum. Jessica Spiegel with her second goal of the game. Pioneers now lead 4-0. So great pass into the middle into the attacking fan, and coming up with her second goal is Spiegel as she beats Dakota Halford.
That Pioneer goal scorer number 5, Jessica Spiegel, assisted by number 4, Emily Youngblood.
And credit Youngblood on the assist. So Spiegel picks up her second goal, and Pioneers lead 4-0, 22:31 remaining in this first half. Pioneers looking very sharp offensively. Had some good defense. Caused a couple of Tennessee Wesleyan turnovers and converted both into goals. And we'll have a violation on Tusculum, so the draw control goes to Tennessee Wesleyan on the quick restart. Shot and blocked by Pipkin. Still in play for Wesleyan as they go on the attack. Trailing 4-0 here early. Shot and blocked again by Pipkin. So back-to-back stops by Pipkin. They'll give it off to her and show go wide. Looking very confident in the crease is Pipkin. Nice pass there caught by Tusculum. And the speedy Youngblood again dialing up the offense for the Pioneers. Here comes Casano. And that's blocked by Halford. But the Pioneers maintain the possession. That shot goes wide, and it'll be still Tusculum. Plenty of time in the possession, 75 seconds and counting on the shot clock. McKinney going to take it herself possibly. Nope, she loses it. Gathers it back in. She'll reset. Still plenty of time on the shot clock. Casano out to Youngblood. To Aninga in the lineup for Tusculum. Again, having that 5-goal effort against the University of the Cumberlands. There's Casano. Little jib and a jab, and she's fouled. We'll have a third free position shot coming up for the Pioneers. 18 seconds remaining in the possession clock. She'll take it from the far side. Pioneers 2 of 2 on their free possessions today so far. And make it 3 for 3 as Julia Casano finds the back of the net. The Pioneers now lead 5-0. So the Davie, Florida senior notches her third goal of 2020.
That Pioneer goal scored by number 19, Juliet Casano.
Pioneers got off to a sluggish start on Wednesday against the University of the Cumberlands. Not today for Tusculum, as they have jumped out to a 5-goal lead, and less than 10 minutes into this first half of play from Pioneer Field. And that'll be, one briefly by Wesleyan, and there'll be a foul on the Pioneers, and that's Haley Barnett. And she's bumped, and we'll have a free position effort by the Bulldogs coming up, and that will be by Barnett, the freshman from Boonville, Indiana. Went to Castle High School. She takes the shot and tries to go low, and Pipkin reads it perfectly and gathers it in for her second save of the match. And dangerous pass, and Merrick battling forward for Tusculum, and looks like she'll lose it, and back on again on the quick restart will come the Bulldogs. Manoskis met by Casano. That's Verdon. And we'll see if it's inside the fan, if it will be a free position or not. I believe it will be, yes. So Verdon with the shot and the goal goes to the near post, and Verdon puts the Bulldogs on the board. It's now 5-1 Tusculum.
Wesleyan goal scored by number 11, Michaela Verdon.
So Verdon, the senior from Marietta, Georgia, records the first goal of the season for the Bulldogs. Again, Verdon, leading scorer last year, took 111 shots last season, scored 55 goals, 9 of them on free position shots, and only went 9 of 26 from the free position spot, but she's 1-1 in 2020 as Tusculum leads 5-1. Seventh draw control of the match. Each team has won 3 thus far. And that one will be won by Tusculum. As that's Eliza Ryan coming out with it with the ground ball pickup. In goes Merrick. Merrick will set it up and wait for some more numbers. Then we've got a whistle. I believe we'll have a foul? And it looks like we are, and it's going to be a free position shot again for Tusculum. Casano once again on the move, and she goes low and puts it in for her second goal of the match. Pioneers lead 6-1. Tusculum a perfect. Perfect 4 of 4 on their free position shots.
That Pioneer goal with number 19, Juliet Casano.
Again, Tusculum looking very smooth offensively. Putting up 6 goals here in the early going. 18:24 remaining in this first half. Also been getting some good play and goal by Pipkin. She has stopped 2 of the 3 shots on frame for the Bulldogs. First of 3 home games for the Pioneers at home this week. They'll host Shorter University on Thursday before taking on Young Harris on Sunday. And going all the way on the attack is Kylie Merrick, and the freshman from Plantation, Florida, will be fouled. And again, another free possession shot coming up for Tusculum. Looks like Merrick will be taking it for TU, and she fakes it, and it's stopped and stonewalled there by Halford. And the long outlet pass, and here come the numbers. Oh, unable to gather it in was Olivia Ritter. They had the number and the numbers and the momentum, but Ritter will hold on to it. She'll take the shot. Pipkin deflects it, and they'll knock it back to her, and she'll go long, and the Pioneers will also go on the attack. Off to Merrick. Merrick had Youngblood open there very, very briefly. And down goes Harley Smith. Have the 9th foul of the contest for Tennessee Wesleyan, and another free position shot coming up for the Pioneers. Made their first 4 free positions. Have missed their last 2. And the possession will change over and go to the Bulldogs. Dakota Halford, junior from Sandy, Utah, started in 9 games last year for the Bulldogs. Recorded 69 saves, posted a 5-4 record. Had a goals against average of 11.95. Tennessee Wesleyan located in Athens, Tennessee. Tusculum and Tennessee Wesleyan, and majority of the sports were conference members back in the old Tennessee Virginia Athletic Conference, which has changed over to the Appalachian Athletic Conference. High shot. Got away from Lowry. Still be Tusculum possession with 34 seconds and counting. Good defense by Pioneers. Got 10 seconds to shoot. Going in, and the goal goes in. Penalty was going to go up, but that is waved off after the Pioneer goal as Merrick finds the back of the net, and Tusculum now leads 7-1.
Pioneer goal scored by number 10, Kylie Merritt.
So the Pioneers scored the first 5 goals of the contest. Tennessee Wesleyan comes up with a scoring tally, and then back-to-back goals by Julia Casano and Kylie Merrick. The Pioneers lead 7-1. We approach the halfway mark of this first period. Again, Tusculum looking very crisp offensively. Outshooting the Bulldogs by a 15-6 margin, including 9-4 in shots on goal. And they come up with another draw control win. So Merrick from the American Heritage School, get out of Plantation, Florida. Has been very, very active in the Tusculum offense here in the early going. Gasano with it up top. 27 seconds remaining in the possession clock. Pioneers doing a lot of standing around here. That's Youngblood. Youngblood makes a nice move behind the back, and they're going to get the free position shot with just 6 seconds remaining in this shot in the shot clock. So it looks like Tuaninga is going to take this one. Tuaninga 2 of 3 this season in their free position efforts. Again, she has 6 seconds to shoot. She gets one, goes wide, did not hit the target. It goes out of play anyway, and it goes possession to Tennessee Wesleyan. Grace Passantino. She's forced out of play, and nope, they're going to say it was a turnover on the Bulldogs. So Passantino goes out of play. And she goes back on defense, and then we've got a foul on the Bulldogs, and we'll have a free position coming up for Tusculum. So we're under 13 minutes in this remaining in this first half. Tusculum leading 7-1 against 10th ranked Tennessee Wesleyan. Trying to go low was Tuaninga, and still plenty of time on the shot clock. 70 seconds and counting. Casano gets her instructions from head coach Joel Prada. And we'll have a foul and free position coming up for Brittany Lowry. No correction, the foul is going to be the offending party's Emily Youngblood, so she'll be taking this free position shot. Fakes, goes in for the goal. Emily Youngblood. Pioneers extend the lead to 8-1.
The Pioneer goal scorer with number 4, Emily Youngblood.
So 5th free position goal for the Pioneers. Pioneers have gone 5 of 8 on the free position today. Went 6 of 13 in the opener against the University of the Cumberlands. Again, we were talking about this is the first of 3 games at home this week. Pioneers will take on Young Harris on Sunday. And then also they'll complete 5 in a row here at home as they'll take on Belmont Abbey on February 26th and then close out the homestand against Lee on March the 4th. Season opener was supposed to be at Tusculum, but due to wet field conditions, they had to move the match to the Cumberlands. So a turnover forced, and the defense comes up once again for the Pioneers. Again, this is a team that's returns a big amount of their offensive production last year, including their top 4 scorers is Tennessee Wesleyan. And Verdon, who scored 55 goals, and Noscas, who came up with 42 goals, and Pasantino had 23 goals for. And then another goal for Tusculum. Scoring quick on that one was Casano. So Julia Casano gets her 3rd goal of the contest. It's now 9-1.
Tusculum goal scorer with number 19, Juliet Cusano, assisted by number 20, Brittany Lowry.
So teams line up for the draw control. The Pioneers will come away with the win. So Tusculum's already out shooting the Bulldogs 19-6. And forced 5 turnovers have the Pioneers. Or 5 turnovers with 3 of them being caused by Tusculum. Into Casano. Casano gets the quick wrister and in for the goal is Julia Casano. So Casano with 4 goals here in the first half. And TU leads 10-1. On Casano's 4th goal, credit to assist to Bailey Lowry. The previous goal scored by Casano was assisted by Bailey's sister Brittany. So the Pioneers spreading the wealth. As 5 different players have accounted for goals for Tusculum. And 4 of those 10 goals coming on assists. Assists by Youngblood, McKinney, Brittany Lowry, and also Bailey Lowry. Another draw control win by Tusculum. Again, this Tusculum team got off to a very sluggish start to the 2020 season and then came back like gangbusters and almost pulled off the upset of 3rd-ranked University of the Cumberlands. High pass to Casano and a quick goal. Casano had to reach all the way up with his stick and in the same motion came down shooting. Goes to the top shelf. Her 5th goal of the half, and the Pioneers are now leading 11-1. Also, with the 10-goal differential, the clock will continue to run. And then Pioneers also will now start on the attack, trying to add to this lead, leading up 11-1. Looks like we got a new goalkeeper in for no correction, I take that back. That is still Halford, excuse me. So Tusculum shining in their home opener with 11 first-half goals. Scored 14 total. And a quick high pass and a goal for the Pioneers again. Looks like that was Megan McKinney getting the goal, and it was. So Megan McKinney did an outstanding job catching the pass high. The Pioneers now lead 12-1. And Tuaninga comes up with the assist. So McKinney picks up her 2nd goal of the contest, her 4th of the season. Casano's got 5 goals in the match, and she's taken over the team lead in goals with 7 after being held to 2 goals in the opener against the Cumberlands last week. The Pioneers win yet another draw control and will keep on attacking, and Huffer comes all the way out. Takes the matters into her own hands and Probably needs to go ahead and just get on back into the. She commits the turnover, and coming up with his young blood, she's met initially, and there'll be a foul there, and the restart. Up top goes to Merrick. Merrick holding on to it, trying to find Casano. She picks it up, and she's fouled immediately, and we'll have another free position coming up for Tusculum. So Tusculum trying to match and even surpass their total goal production in the first game. Casano's shot is stopped, and we'll have a foul, and it'll be possession to Wesleyan. So Casano making a bid for her sixth goal of the match. And coming up with the turnover and the goal for Tusculum, Bailey Lowry. The Pioneers keep pouring it on. They now lead 13-1.
Pioneer goal scored by number 24, Bailey Lowry, assisted by number 19, Juliet Casano.
So credit the assist to Juliet Casano as Lowry scores the goal, and Pioneers lead by a dozen, 13-1. Another draw control win by Tusculum. The Pioneers look very sluggish in that first half against the Cumberlands, but they have rebounded nicely, played very well in that second half against the third-ranked Patriots, and have turned it on here against the 10th-ranked Bulldogs. And I believe we're going to have our first penalty of the game, and I believe that's going to be charged against Jenna Day, the senior from Dallas, Georgia, for Wesleyan. And Pioneers will have the man advantage. And leading 13-1 with less than 3 minutes remaining in the first half. Again, the first of 3 Tusculum women's lacrosse matches I have for you on the Pioneer Sports Network this week. Thursday, the Pioneers host Shorter at 5 o'clock, and then take on Young Harris College on Sunday at 2 o'clock. And the free position by Casano is stopped. Pioneers come up with it, maintaining the possession. Plenty of time on the shot clock. High pass. Merrick, she's fouled. Nope. She is the foulee, or the fouler, and now it goes over to Tennessee Wesleyan. Pioneers scored the first 5 goals of the contest, gave up a goal to Wesleyan, and Tusculum has battled back and scored 8 in a row to lead this one 13-1. Again, a team that has a majority of their offensive firepower back from last year's 8-8 squad. Tennessee Wesleyan scored 210 goals last season, including 55 by their number 11, Michaela Verdon. That's her with the ball, and that's her scoring the goal. So Verdon gets her second goal of the contest, second one of the day for the Bulldogs. And that makes it 13-2 as we wind down the final minute and a half of this first half.
Tennessee Wesleyan goal scorer by number 11, Michaela Verdon.
Again, looking ahead for Tusculum, hosting Shorter and Young Harris to close out the week. Next week, the Pioneers will be taking on Belmont Abbey before closing out this 5-match homestand, closing out with Lee University. Then the Pioneers are on the road for 3 matches to begin Southland Conference play on March the 7th as they travel to Newberry, Queens, and Lincoln Memorial before coming home to close out the month of March with home matches against Mars Hill and Coker. First of back-to-back Division II opponents for Tennessee Wesleyan. Later this week, they'll host Montevallo in Athens. Still loose, still in the air. That's picked up by Tusculum. 18 seconds remaining. Ten seconds remaining. Pioneers have to get off a shot. Running out of time. Casano. Shot is blocked, and that will end the first half of play. We played 30 minutes, and it's been all Tusculum. Pioneers lead 13-2 over Tennessee Wesleyan. You're watching Tusculum Women's Lacrosse on the Pioneer Sports Network.
The first date. Only one chance to make that first impression. Don't worry, this might be new for you, but Ingalls has been there before. From flowers to the freshest ingredients, we have everything you need to put your best foot forward.
I'm so sorry.
Remember, you can't get to happily ever after without once upon a time.
Wow, it's funny running into you.
Ingalls, all the ingredients for family.
Being a champion takes more than talent, more than the perfect pass, more than using your head. Being a champion takes the spirit to always push harder, the ability to overcome any hurdle, and the fire to be the best. Welcome to Division II, where the pursuit is yours to create. And the question isn't, can you do it? It's, will you?
It's fine. It'll be okay, okay? Nobody cares about the flowers. Who needs flowers at a wedding?
At Ingalls, we know that the best of plans don't always go according to plan.
My best friend's getting married today and the florist never showed.
That's why we're always there when you need us.
What are their colors?
Purple and cream.
With smiling faces and helping hands.
No one cares. No one cares. You will look great. Flowers are not important. And where is Holly? Have you anyone seen Holly?
And although life will be predictably unpredictable,
Let's get you to that wedding.
a curveball is that much more satisfying
I got the flowers!
when you knock it out of the park.
Oh my gosh, it's awesome.
So when the plan goes out the window and improvisation becomes the order of the day, just remember, that's where the best of memories are made.
All right, they're ready for us.
True story. Ingalls, all the ingredients for family.
Johnson City Toyota is the #1 Toyota dealership in the Tri-Cities because we make buying simple. First, we discount every vehicle every day, and we stand behind what we sell with a lifetime warranty. For more, simply go to johnsоncitytoyota.com.
Family.
Food's here!
What's it mean to you?
We got lunch.
To us, it means the people you care about, look out for, and yeah, love. Even if you'd never let them hear you say it.
Hey, you're eating hummus? What's wrong with hummus?
Here at Ingalls, we have everything you need to gather around the table and give each other a hard time. Because that's what families do. Ingalls, all the ingredients for family.
In NCAA Division II, community engagement is an initiative at all 25 national championships because student athletes want to give back while competing for a national title. Over the course of the year, Division II student athletes have an opportunity to leave a lasting impression in local communities throughout the country. Whether Division II student athletes are volunteering at hospitals, schools, after-school care programs, foster homes, or retirement villages, they make a difference in the lives of others. In Division II, we rise to the opportunity and make community engagement ours.
Hello, my name is Jacob Fate, and I'm the Dean of the College of Business at Tusculum University. I'm proud to share with you that the programs in the College of Business received accreditation through ACBSP in December of 2018. The Accreditation Council for Business Schools and Programs accredits business schools and programs worldwide. This accreditation elevates our programs to the top programs worldwide.
Tusculum University is Tennessee's first university. Established in 1794, Tusculum's beautiful campus is nestled in the foothills of the Great Smoky Mountains. Students from 31 states and 15 countries have found a home here. With nearly 60 areas of study, Tusculum can help you pioneer your path to success. Visit www.tusculum.edu or call 423-636-7300 to discover the pioneer experience for yourself.
We are in Granger County, Tennessee, here at Pierce Farms, and the Pierce family has been working with Ingalls for over 30 years. It means a great deal supplying produce as a local farmer. It really touches base knowing that we're just simple people just trying to help, and we love what we do, and Ingalls is a huge part of helping us do it. Farming is who we are, and it's in our blood. God has really blessed us with the sun and the soil to grow the best tomatoes you'll find anywhere. I believe it's really in the soil. So if you're in Granger County, you farm tomatoes, then you're in. It's just a great blessing on us to actually farm and be able to farm and to supply tomatoes to people. And Ingalls really cares about family farms like Pierce Farms, and they really care about their customers. We're just glad to be a part of that. God has blessed us with a really great partnership there. They make fresh local produce have real meaning for lots of people. I'm Shane Pierce, and this is my Ingalls story.
Champions know how to seize opportunities. When they see moments of greatness unfold right before their eyes, they push as hard as they possibly can, and then they push harder. Because the heart of a champion never settles, never quits, and never stops giving its all. We are champions. We are Division II. We go big, we give it everything we've got, and we win. On the field, on our campuses, in our communities, for our causes, in our careers. We rise to become champions in everything we do. We are Division II, and there are no limits here. We make our time count. We set our own path. We become champions on our terms. It's time to up your game, because we're here to play and learn. But most importantly, we're here to discover ourselves. Our vision, our heart, our drive to achieve every goal we aim for, because we want to be champions at the highest level, life. At Division II, the opportunities are here. Are you ready?
From the first day, we looked around each other and said, we gotta go make things happen this year.
It doesn't matter what the score is at the end of the game. You have to go forward.
You have to take the game.
Attacking gets you goals real quick.
Give your best effort every day.
1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3.
Stoker with the game-winning goal. The national national championship goes to Shippensburg for the third consecutive year.
Valdosta State Division II national champions. Central Missouri, the national champions.
The post, Hankins scores! Penn State may win their first national title!
And we're back for the start of the second half. Tusculum leading 13-2. Here are your halftime statistics. Pioneers out shooting the Bulldogs by a 27-7 margin. Pioneers also hold a 10-4 lead in ground balls. Pioneers 6 of 7 on clears, while Tennessee Wesleyan has gone 4 of 8. 7 turnovers for the Bulldogs, 4 for the Pioneers. Also, Wesleyan has been whistled for 16 fouls, while Tusculum has been whistled for 6 fouls. Of those 10 ground balls that the Pioneers have posted, team leaders are Eliza Ryan and Emily Youngblood with 2 ground balls each. 4 ground balls won by 4 different players for Tennessee Wesleyan. Pioneers have taken a grand total of 27 shots, 11 by Juliet Casano alone. 9 of those have been on goal and 5 have found the mark. She's also had 3 draw controls, while Kylie Merrick has also had 3 draw control wins. Pioneers 11-4 in draw control victories. 7 shots taken by Tennessee Wesleyan, including 3 by Michaela Verdon, 2 which have found the back of the net, accounting for the only 2 goals of the contest for the Bulldogs. So Tusculum leading 13-2. Again, the Pioneers do have the 11-goal lead, and we'll have the running clock as long as it's a 10-plus goal margin. Again, Tennessee Wesleyan, preseason number 10 team in the country in the NAIA preseason poll. Second team, the nationally ranked team the Pioneers have played this season, and that will be won by Wesleyan. But disrupted, and Pioneers come up with yet another caused turnover. So the Pioneers getting great offense, getting some good timely defense, and Tusculum's also changed goalkeepers, as it looks like Caroline Monroe is now between the pipes for the Pioneers, and I believe we also have a new goalkeeper for Tennessee Wesleyan. Looks like that's Erica Aguilera. So free position shot coming up for Tusculum. That's Tuaninga, and she finds the back of the goal. Her 6th goal of the season. The Pioneers lead 14-2. So Tia Tuaninga, the freshman from Langley, British Columbia, finds the back of the net. And the Pioneers have extended that lead now to 14-2. Just underway here in the second half. Kate Pipkin goes the first half. gives up only 2 goals. Also recorded 3 saves. Looking very sharp in the cage for Tusculum. Brushed out by Merrick. Merrick's fouled. And we'll go on the restart for Tusculum. Emily Youngblood goes back out to Merrick. Merrick goes up top. It's to Aninga. To Casano. Casano with 5 goals for Tusculum. And going low is Tuaninga. Gets her second goal of the half. Now makes it 15-2.
On your goal, number 17, Tia Tuaninga.
So the Pioneers have already surpassed their offensive production in the first game. Scored 14 goals against third-ranked University of the Cumberlands. So a win by the Pioneers on the draw control once again. TU now goes on the attack. That's Merrick. And she scores again for Merrick. So Collie Merrick puts another goal on the board for Tusculum. Makes it 16-2. Merrick picks up her second goal of the game.
On your goal, line number 10, Kylie Merrick.
So the Pioneers pick up their 13th draw control victory, leading 16-2. That one goes high. He'll stay with Tusculum. And losing it inside the fan. And we'll have a turnover on Tusculum. And losing it on the defensive play by the Pioneers. So Tusculum has dominated a lot of the phases of this game. Most obviously, of course, on the scoreboard, but has looked very, very sharp defensively, has been passing the ball very, very crisply, has not seen a lot of turnovers. Almost like that, but shot and a goal for Casano again. Juliet scores her 6th goal of the game. And it's now 17-2, Tusculum. Her 6 goals currently now tied for the 3rd most in school history. If you're looking for the school record for goals in a game, go back to Savannah Elliott. She scored 10 goals in the 2017 meeting against Converse. Actually, almost 3 years to the day. Did it on February 16th of 2017. So 3 years ago from yesterday. That's Michaela Verdon. And losing it and coming up with it for Tusculum is Caroline Monroe, the new goalkeeper. That one went too high, and Wesleyan will come up with it. And they're back on the attack, trailing 17-2. And that's Merrick with a forced turnover, and Pioneers on the quick restart. And here comes TU. That's Jessica Spiegel, excuse me. Nice fake. She loses it inside the fan. They're going to let that one go as Spiegel comes up with it, and on the quick start is Youngblood, and we got an injured player for the Bulldogs as she went down. Had a hard collision inside the fan out in front of the Tusculum, up in front of the Tennessee Wesleyan goal. Again, the Pioneers scored the first 5 goals of the contest. Then Verdon scored a goal for Tennessee Wesleyan. Then the Pioneers responded with 8 in a row. Didn't see where the foul was, but there was a bad collision. Oh, here we go. We see it right now. Almost a Tusculum sandwich right there. Ow. Missed a foul on that one, did the officials. That one's loose, and goalie zips it out, but Tusculum will gather in the turnover, and Tusculum back on the attack. Pioneers have definitely dominated a time of possession. Again, looking very crisp in their offensive scheme. Now the Pioneers will take a free position shot coming up. Either the 12th of the game. And that one could not tell. Looks like it was partially blocked. It may have hit the far side post. But nevertheless, Wesleyan comes away with it. Now it'll be a foot race for the ball between Verdon, and that's going to be obstruction against Tusculum. as it was Verdon and Haley Sanders for Tusculum going for the 50-50 ball, and Verdon had the right to that one. Again, Verdon scored only goals in the match for Wesleyan. Her shot goes wide and remain with the Bulldogs with less than 50 seconds remaining in this shot clock possession. Tusculum currently out shooting the Bulldogs by a 33-7 margin. And a goal for Wesleyan, Olivia Ritter, freshman from Dallas, Georgia. She beats Caroline Monroe going to the top shelf of the goal and comes up with her first collegiate goal.
Tennessee Wesleyan goal scorer by number 1, Olivia Ritter.
And that makes the score now 17-3. Draw control goes up, won by Tennessee Wesleyan. And triple team by the Pioneers, and coming away with it. And now we've got a reversal on a foul, and it will be charged on Wesleyan. So here we have the two sets of lacrosse lines down. The women's, of course, are in the black, and men's game is in the white. Tusculum men dropping their home opener today against Maryville University of Missouri, 8-4. Pioneer men will be back in action on Sunday afternoon at 5 o'clock when they host Lee's McRae College. That game originally scheduled for Saturday at Banner Elk, but due to wet field conditions, that match has been moved to here, making Sunday's women's match with Young Harris a doubleheader. Had the women's game at 2 and the men's game at 5 here on the Pioneer Sports Network. Coming in with the shot was Bethany Thomas, Jr. from Greenville, South Carolina, as she's stopped by Aguilera. And here comes Wesleyan. Quickly, Ritter trying for her second goal of the game. Still plenty of time on the shot clock. 65 seconds and counting. That's Verdon. Verdon with the shot, goes low and scores. So Michaela Verdon picks up her third goal, gets the hat trick. Again, this is Verdon, who scored 55 goals last season, also had 30 assists for her 85 points.
Tennessee Wesleyan goal scorer by number 11, Michaela Verdon.
So Verdon, a senior from Marietta, Georgia, just outside of Atlanta, and gets the hat trick and makes it a 17-4 game in favor of Tusculum. Again, we'll have 5 in a row for you here, and as part of this 5-game homestand for the Tusculum women. Host Shorter on Thursday and Young Harris on Sunday. Then we'll close out the homestand with a February 26th matchup with Belmont Abbey, and then hosting Lee University on March the 4th. Pioneers have a lot of home matches here at Pioneer Field this year. After that Lee match, the Pioneers will be on the road for 3 Southland Conference matches before coming back close out the month of March against Mars Hill and Coker. TU also will host Lenore Ryan and also Emmanuel on April 15th before closing out the regular season on Senior Day when they host the Wingate Bulldogs on April the 18th. So it's Pioneers ahead 17-4. Nice catch by Ritter. Pass by Verdon inside the fan and just could not. Just a great play. Nice defensive play by Tusculum. And the Pioneers come back on the attack. Could have gone along to Bethany Thomas. She was partially open, but waiting for the numbers. Nice pass. All couldn't gather it in was Tuaninga. Tia, her pass to the middle to Smith. That's picked up by Thomas. And we'll have a whistle and have a slight stoppage. Not sure where everyone's going. Is it going to be a free position or not? Yeah, it looks like it's going to be a free position for Thomas. So Bethany Thomas taking the free position here for TU. She goes in. Ball is dispossessed, and coming up with it is Wesleyan, but the Pioneers do a little double team number there and come up with the turnover, and Pioneers back on the offensive attack, leading 17-4. Into the middle, going wide. Oh, that was Emily Youngblood. Nice pass, found her open. 60 seconds remaining in the shot clock. Good crowd of folks here on this President's Day. See a couple of the Tusculum head coaches here. Shot and a goal by Kylie Merrick. Merrick joins Casano with hat tricks today. Her third goal of the game, and the Pioneers now lead 18-4. And credit the assist to Bethany Thomas, the junior from Greenville, South Carolina, the Wade Hampton High School graduate. As Thomas, seeing her first action of 2020, gets her first assist of the year, and and 10 minutes remaining in this game. That's Ritter with the ball for Wesleyan. Ritter, one-on-one, goes in for the goal. Got popped in the head on the follow-through. But Ritter comes up with the goal. Caused a turnover and went coast to coast to get that one.
Tennessee Wesleyan goal scored by number 1
And the clock stops at 9:32 because Wesleyan called a timeout. No, that's not correct. That should be the timeout from the first half. So still a little puzzled why the clock has stopped with 18 at 18:05. There we go. Now the clock moves. We'll have a foul on Tusculum. It's 18-5. And you got to be careful. This is a team that came back, not came back, has put up 210 goals last season, and that will go over to Tusculum. As when the ball crossed the end line, Monroe for TU was the closest to the line, and Pioneers are going to be whistled for the turnover, as Zoe Whitlow was called for the foul. That's going to be possibly no, and down goes. Yeah, it's going to be a cause turnover by Juliet Casano. Playing back on defense, and now the Pioneers go on the attack. High pass to Tuaninga. She will have time to pick it up off the high grass here at Pioneer Field, and that's Emily Youngblood. Youngblood out top to Smith. Harley Smith, the sophomore from local product here from Greenville, played at North Green High School. Smith loses it partially. She picks it up. And I believe we're going to have Smith coming up with a free position effort. Harley Smith seeing her first action this year. Going to take her first shot of the match. And she scores. So Harley Smith with the goal for the Pioneers, the local product, makes it 19-5.
That Pioneer goal was scored by number 3, Harley Smith.
So Harley Smith with the goal. And we're going to have another change in goal for the Bulldogs. It looks like we're going to bring Dakota Halford back out. So she'll go back in goal, and free position won by Wesleyan. Oh, and then going to definitely be a foul there, as coming in was Manoskis, and she was met by the stone wall of Juliet Casano. You can see it right here. That was a dangerous play right there. It could have been serious injury there, and I believe Casano's going to spend some time. Yeah, it's probably going to be for a high stick or a dangerous play, one of the two. Just not a necessary play right there. No trying to stop the advance, but Tuscus will get the free position from top of the fan. Didn't waste long to take the shot and tried to go low for the 8-hole, and Carolyn Monroe makes the stop. And on the quick restart, here comes Tennessee Wesleyan. Because again, going over to, oh, nice play there by Michaela Verdon. Verdon goes top shelf on the nice pass by Taylor Manaskis, and for Verdon, that's her fourth goal of the contest.
Tennessee Wesleyan goal number 11 for Taylor Verdon. Assist number 4 to Emily Manaskis.
Trying to see what to discuss. Oh, talking to Coach Prada. A little bit of high pass trying to find Thomas, and the double team, and we're going to have a foul on Tusculum, and back the other way comes the Bulldogs. Tusculum leading 19-6. Pioneers looking to improve to 1-1 on the season, go to 1-1 on the year. Pioneers looking to win in their home opener. Shot goes wide on Monroe. Tennessee Wesleyan holds on to the ball. Quick one into Verdon. Verdon went in very, very quickly, but did not have the ball. But she picks up her own loose ball, and oh, beautiful pass there. Just trying to find Ritter. Not go out of play, and it's going to be turned over to Tusculum, I believe. Yes, it is. So Tusculum with the ball. They'll give it off to Caroline Monroe, and Monroe will put it into play. Gathered in by Youngblood. Emily Youngblood has played very, very well today, as well as many other Pioneers. Been solid on defense and has got this offense started. And we'll have another foul. And it looks like we'll have another free position attempt coming up for Harley Smith. Approaching 90 seconds remaining in the contest. Shot and a save. Pioneers still have it. Another shot, another stoppage. That was Merrick. Merrick's got 3 goals today. Julia Casano with 6. 5 of those coming in the first half. And we'll have a penalty on Tennessee Wesleyan. Question, was it free position or is it going to be a spot foul? And I think that's the discussion. And yes, it's going to be a free position. So coming up with the free position attempt will be Merrick. Shot on the pass, on the free position pass over to Emily Youngblood, and Youngblood finds the back of the goal. And that should cap the scoring on the day for both teams. Tusculum leading 20-6 as the clock continues to run with a minute left. So the Pioneers going to win this one. Proved to 1-1 on the season. Tennessee Wesleyan drops their season opener, going to 0-1 on the year. Pioneers will be back in action on Thursday when they host Shorter University, while Wesleyan will host Montevallo later this week in their home opener down in Athens. So the final seconds ticking away. And that will do it. So your final score, Tusculum winning their home opener by a score of 20-6. Our next broadcast here on the Pioneer Sports Network will come up tomorrow in baseball action as the Pioneers take on Young Harris from Pioneer Park. Our next action from Pioneer Field will be on Thursday at 5 o'clock when the Pioneer Tusculum women's lacrosse team will host Shorter University. This is Dom Donnelly signing off. Again, your final score, it was Tusculum 20 and Tennessee Wesleyan 6. You've been watching Tusculum Women's Lacrosse on the Pioneer Sports Network.
In NCAA Division II, student athletes leave a lasting impression on their communities. That's because Division II student athletes want to make a difference and truly be part of their surrounding communities. Through community engagement, thousands of student athletes from various backgrounds interact with community members who view them as role models. This interaction leaves a positive and perhaps even life-changing impression on all those involved. In Division II, we rise to the opportunity and make community engagement